discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Good afternoon, family. Hope you guys are doing amazing, and welcome to another episode of the Africa Today Show, right here on the media of the 21st century. Hope you guys are doing great today. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. For those who are just tuning in right now, it's exactly 1 minute past 8 p.m., literally 2 minutes past 8 p.m., and welcome to the Africa Today Show on the Black Hot Fire Network. Shout out to everyone with us on YouTube once again, on the radio station, and to those who shall be catching this also later. I hope you guys get to enjoy. I have a flu that is catching up with me, so I feel like I'm struggling to talk, but I hope I'm still loud and clear. But yeah, karibuni sana. I hope you guys, the weather is fair, not flooding like right here in Kenya, and wishing you a beautiful month, actually. Happy new month, and wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Today we're going to be talking about the white supremacists who are rolling out everything back. But before we get into that, of course, as usual, I got my own few quick updates about some few conversations that I've been making round on the social media. I'm really struggling to talk. My throat is really dry, so I'm drinking a lot of water to keep, to keep going. Let me just say that. But yes, karibuni sana. So of course, before you get started, remember you can get our application on the Google Play Store. Black Hot Fire Network is the name, and it's easy for you to sign in. Literally very easy. Doesn't require you to pay anything. Free of charge. We are on the Google Play Store. We are on Amazon, Roku TV, the Android TV as well. In the radio TV segment, you can listen to us on whatever you choose to enjoy. You can also catch the shows later on the show page. That is in case you are free and you miss all the conversations. But in case you're always like literally free, you can, so long as you're connected to the internet, you can listen to us everywhere. But I'm going to start with this amazing video here, which is involving today's conversation. This lady has some interesting points about how Black people felt they gained freedom after the Jim Crow. Black people, she says Black people, to be specific, Black Americans got so comfortable and even forgot about their rights to vote and all that. So I'm going to let her explain that and then cue a couple of videos that I had on that particular thought, also what majority of other Black people, specifically also women, what they're saying.
Schools you go to, when people think of Jim Crow and they don't understand the necessity behind voting, they're literally telling you that whoever votes and gets put into these seats, they control where you live, what schools you go to, who polices you, who sentences you, right? We're talking about over sentencing Black and brown communities, and who gets to represent you. This was exactly what America have been doing, except they've been doing it on the low, and now it's on the front end, and people need to wake up. Are you mad enough? You better be ready, because we are living in a war.
For ourselves. Now
So let me reshare it again. I think I have a longer version, I guess. Let me see if I can share this one. Oh, I don't know if it's the same.
Is that America's veil is coming off. And what I love about this, even though it saddens me, is that I hope people can wake up, because we got too comfortable thinking that we were actually free. When Jim Crow ended, America didn't just wake up with a conscience. They didn't just say, oh, I have a pulse now and I care about people, right? People think of Jim Crow, people are thinking, oh, separate water fountains, separate schools. No, the heart of Jim Crow was the ballots, right? Our people fought. They bled and they died to literally enforce America to put legal protection behind freedom. So when people think of Jim Crow and they don't understand the necessity behind voting, they're literally telling you that whoever votes and gets put into these seats, they control where you live, what schools you go to, who polices you, who sentences you, right? We're talking about over sentencing Black and brown communities, who sentences you, right? And who gets to represent you. So I need people to understand that this is more than just, they're ruining our rights. No, this was exactly what America have been doing, except they've been doing it on the low and now it's on the front end. And people need to wake up. Are you mad enough? Are you angry enough? Are you hurt enough to be on the right side of history this time? You better be ready because we are living in a war.
My God. Today was overly an emotional day for me.
I feel like she really has a great point, unless I'm getting the history and everything wrong, but I feel like she really has.
I don't know what she said. What happened? I don't know where we're at. What happened?
Hi, Busana. How's your day going?
Sandy Sana, how you doing? I know what she said. What's she talking about? What is she talking about?
I'm going to research it again. She's talking about how Black people got so comfortable, especially after Jim Crow, and forgot about their rights to vote.
You got comfortable with the Martin Luther King shit. Got comfortable with that fake MLK shit, right? Because we was always fighting. Our family was always fighting in the streets, right? What we had, they blow it up. Told you, times change. They don't. They never stop. So now what they're doing, they're rolling back all the gains we had by fighting their no good asses, right? They're now rolling all back in your face. So all you FBA morons, my country, I'm American, and all that old goofy shit you've been saying on the internet, they're telling you it's not your country. And we're gonna put you niggas back in slavery. Not only will you not be able to vote, right? Because I also want to let you know that they also set laws to put you in slavery. Because remember, there are no jobs here in America. All the jobs are going, okay? Because you're a declining empire. Try to teach you this, but no, I live here, okay, live a your life, whatever. A lot of Black people are leaving this bitch. So let's say, all right, Joe, we look up, Susan's going to get done with them, Joe, we look up. Now, my state of Florida, state of Louisiana, other states now starting to quietly pass laws. People are homeless, living in their cars. So they're going to make it now illegal for you to be homeless. You can't afford to live no fucking where because the prices are outrageous now. You don't get paid enough to live nowhere. See, that's the scam. Because I told you guys years ago, these white people always want to go back to feudalism or slavery. Now that they say fuck feudalism, they want to go back to slavery. Remember, that's how they got rich. The exploitation of Black people globally. They never done shit. They always poor, fucked up, backward, stupid. But they got wealthy of exploitation, the shit that still goes on in Africa. So since now they got a declining empire, they're openly taking you back to that exploitation, calling it all kind of crazy. So now I know they passed a law in Louisiana. They're going to pass it in Florida too. If you're homeless, they're going to take you to prison and have you work for free and call it work to success. Some crazy shit they saying. Man, you homeless. You can take the prison to work for fucking free. Little nothing, slavery. And see, that's all these white people evil. That's why I can't stand you niggas that live with these motherfuckers. Because you don't give your DNA, the earth is trying to get rid of their wicked ass. That's why they're dying out. Because they weren't supposed to, somebody made them. Whoever made them, I don't know who made them. Okay, we know that's a fact. All these other people, white, so race, so Black people, these other races ain't supposed to exist. Whether you like it or not. You're wicked, evil. Nothing's going to ever change that. So they're going back, putting you in slavery by creating all kind of crazy bills. Talking about, whatever, it's always opposite. Some about freedom, you get free to be a slave. But this is them passing the voting laws. Remember, your elected officials weren't doing shit for you anyway because they were all sponsored by It's Not Real anyway, right? Israel controlled all these people anyway, right? They control all these people, right? But now you're not going to have that. So when they put you in slavery, you won't have no representation in the Congress or in your state to even complain to because all the Black politicians are being wiped out. They're wiping your ass out. Where's Candace Owens at? Where's her coon ass at? Go ahead, Joe. In this goddamn Uber.
Is that America's veil is coming off. And what I love about this, even though it saddens me, is that I hope people can wake up because we got too comfortable thinking that we were
Yep.
actually free.
It's in
When
your
Jim
face.
Crow ended,
Exactly.
America didn't just wake up with a conscience. They didn't just say, oh, I have
No,
a pulse now
you
and I care
fought.
about people, right?
They
People
don't.
think of Jim Crow, people are thinking, oh, separate water fountains, separate schools. No, the heart of Jim Crow was the ballots, right? Our people fought,
That's right.
they bled, and they
Just pause. The open violence, the hanging, the killing, the shooting, the raping, the pillage, and let the slavery, the constantly putting you in working camps and shit, working you still for free when slavery is over, beating and whipping, burning your cities down, hanging you, eating your ass, making you in the furniture, the violence. We the only African. People say the South Africans are close. I don't think the South Africans are close to us because we're not like the weak motherfuckers. Our violence is the empire fucking violence that we went through. So we know these people. And I think it is good. I think she's right. We got too comfortable. Because that's how we go. That's how we got coons talking crazy now. But go ahead, Joe. You got it.
Died to literally have enforced America to put legal protection behind freedom. So when people think of Jim Crow and they don't understand the necessity behind voting, they're literally telling you that whoever votes and gets put into these seats, they control where you live, what schools you go to, who polices you, who sentences you, right? We're talking about over sentencing Black and brown communities, who sentences you, right? And who gets to represent you. So I need people to understand that this is more than just, oh, they're ruining our rights. No, this was exactly what America have been doing, except they've been doing it on the low and now it's on the front end. And people need to wake up. Are you mad enough? Are you angry enough? Are you hurt enough to be on the right side of history this time? You better be ready because we are living in a war.
My God. Today was overly an emotional day for me for so many reasons. And it's just like, as you speak of the war and just thinking about the war that, our country is.
Yeah, so that's what she had to say, literally. And there's a bunch of people still who have the same, I'd say, thought about how Black people, especially in America, are still voting. It's a big problem today. And I'm going to share this first video of this lady who's questioning how is it that it's actually in 2026 and still Black Americans struggle when it comes to voting. If they really want change, why will they make it? Why are they making it hard for Black people or for Black Americans to vote? So let me share actually this very quick.
If voting doesn't matter, why are they taking Black people's voting rights away in 2026? If your vote doesn't count, why are they taking Black people's voting rights away in 2026?
Well, I'll say initially your vote doesn't count. I feel like the problem should be focused on why you're denied the right to vote, but still your vote doesn't really make a count, It doesn't make a count. I feel like it goes back to what that lady has said on this more of a war than going in with papers to try to make a decision if it really makes sense.
If no one votes, why are they taking Black people's voting rights away in 2026 in our United States? Right. Oh, midterms are this year, but the House of Representatives, pretty much all the seats are up for grabs this year. So start doing your research. And yes, it is that serious. Clearly. Duh.
So on YouTube, there are some people who don't understand why we particularly need to vote our candidates in and why it's important for ethnic Black Americans to be in power. So I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to try to explain it short. And I'm not going to explain every single thing because all you got to do is read. So first, I'm going to start off with historically, this country has always tried to keep its Black American citizens out of politics because politics is where the power is, and politics is actually where you get to define.
And I'd say personally, maybe from my own thought, even the minority you guys have in terms of representatives from every state. Since you guys, I don't know if you guys have, I don't think your counties, but from every state, still they're coons, majority. I think we've discussed so many of them. If you look at what they've done for Black communities or Black people, Black Americans to be specific, there's nothing. I mean, it's been a couple years of me doing all these stories of America, the Black American history, the Black representatives. It's the same mediocre, the same we have in Africa. I don't see any difference.
Concepts, right? Congress, this is the legislative body. So where you get to, in the Supreme Court, you get to define what this means and what this is, okay? So say, for instance, you want to talk about reparations, right? Which we're never going to get unless we get empowered to define it. Define these things, define who it is, what lineage gets what, and this and that. It has to be defined. They're going to make a runaround. They're going to run around this. They're going to run around this with wording, right? So for instance, reparations. Okay, so we're not going to give you reparations. We're not going to give you give. We have to give it to ourselves. We're not going to give you reparations because you aren't the direct people who were harmed. Okay, that's one excuse. When actually there was someone directly harmed when Black Wall Street went down, right? And she was alive, and they still told her no, right? So, bam. Then you're going to say, well, you gave it to Japanese. Well, Japanese, they were victims and not race-based. That's what they're going to say. They were victims. They're going to change the word victim and not race-based, okay? You're going to use wording, right? And you're going to say, well, how is it not race-based? And we're going to say, well, how is it not race-based? They were victims, but they were...
During the weekend, I learned a little bit about the Japanese and their racism or hate towards Black people, Black Americans, and how they are intimidated, that's the term, by the black skin. I kind of learned a lot because I bumped into so many videos during on TikTok of Black people just chilling, and then you have some Japanese just attacking them for no reason. There's this one video that has been going viral. I don't know if some of you have seen it. It was a Japanese lady, who was calling a Black, I don't know if she's Black American or from Africa, but the N-word. And then she said, I'm going to use the N-word because I can. And there's the audacity, like people are literally questioning about the audacity. So you're saying you can use the N-word because you can, not because you understand anything based on the history or anything. Crazy.
Directly affected. We gave them reparations, and they created a law to where they made it possible for, because you can't sue the government unless the government allows you to sue them. Okay, so they made this possible for the Japanese to get their reparations, right? So they called it victim instead of race. Then you're gonna say, okay, well, we Black Americans are victims of a whole bunch of stuff, right? Even now, even though we're not gonna say we're even now, then they're gonna say, well, yes, you can be victims. However, if 90-something% of you are Black, then we're gonna call it race-based, because that's where the harm is going to your lineage. So, but since all of you are Black, then whatever. We're gonna say it's race. So they keep throwing words. They'll change the wording each and every time. So that's part of the issue, because though historically and today they use race as a method to be racist. Okay, the government, for instance, we're colorblind. They'll say, oh, we're gonna make colorblind laws, right? You can't sue us because we're colorblind. Okay, so even in the fact that when they brought Afrikaners over here, right, they didn't say this is race-based, but they said, oh, this is humanitarian aid.
Afrikaners.
Okay, that's how they got the Afrikaners over here and started helping the white Afrikaners, even though they were all white.
Oh, okay, Afrikaners.
Okay, they didn't say that's race-based. They won't consider it race-based. Why won't they consider it race-based? Because they're racist who are in office. Okay, so they're not going to say that. They're going to change the wording. At the same time, when Black farmers needed humanitarian aid, right? They turned around and said that's reparations. So no, we're not going to just give it to Black farmers. We're going to get to everybody and water it down. So the ones who actually need the most aid didn't get it, who was the Black farmers. So instead of saying, you can say humanitarian aid all you want to, but whoever is in charge of that wording in the government, in Congress, in all these high places, they're going to change it and say, no, that sounds like reparations. So this is the reason why we need to vote ethnic Black Americans in office, because they're playing word games around everything. For instance, you can say, okay, ethnic Black Americans.
They have always been doing that. I feel like personally I've always been saying that. Like, the one thing we need to be keen of is words, the terms we've been given and we use, we think they serve a purpose or add any value. They don't. A good example I love using is independency, democracy, sovereignty. None of these terms literally apply according to them. We call them I've been saying it's double standards for the last 2 weeks. They have double standards.
Americans are a lineage. They know it's a lineage. They know freedmen is a lineage. They know this. They know this already. But they don't want to pay. It's not the fact that they don't know it. It's they don't want to pay. So they're going to change the wording on you all the way around. Okay. So watch this. Okay. Sure. Ethnic Black American is a lineage. But when you say freedmen or ethnic Black American, whatever you want to call it, most of y'all, 95% of y'all are Black. So guess what? Boom, that's race based. And then we can come back with no. Our lineage, we don't have to look Black. Historically, they know this, that there are white looking Black people. There are white looking ethnically Black Americans. Okay. They know this. I'm literally reading a book right now from the 1800s that proves it. They all knew this. We come in all shades. And so, but they're not gonna look at that.
Kit, are you still there?
Because they're gonna say, oh, well, and then they're just gonna change some more words and some more wording and some more wording. Okay. And this is why there's so many legal battles going on, because every time you bring something that is true and fair to the front, that their forefathers and this country actually created the one drop rules and all that stuff, right? They created all this. Oh no, that doesn't matter. Oh no, that doesn't matter either. Oh well, what are we doing? Because they want everything to be race based. Well, no, a whole lineage was created over here, and they know that ethnic Black Americans, we are our own lineage. They simply just don't want to pay it. Okay, period. And this is why. When people say don't vote, what are you thinking? I don't think they understand that we need to be in power. We need to be in power. This is how close we were until ignorant people decided, hey, we're not going to vote with Black America. Okay. This is how close we were. We're very close. This is why they're being very, very, very diligent in what they're doing. Okay. This is exactly why they're being very, very, very diligent in what they're doing. They're trying to push us way, way back, so we got to start over. But there's no push way, way, way back for Black America. Let's be real, because we've always had our private outside of government stuff, because the government hasn't always protected us. Okay, so
let me say something. What she's saying. Let me say something. She's saying that's incorrect. She still believes in this fake right left divide, because she was screaming. This lady was screaming about Kamala Harris nonsense. The Trump and Kamala Harris was different. We had representation, guys. It doesn't represent us. There are Black people in Congress. Why hasn't anything changed for Black people? There's Black mayors. Why hasn't anything changed for Black people? Why are they on the bottom? So what she's saying is nonsense. She's talking about, vote, like I told her, vote and change anything, it'll be illegal. So what she's saying is nonsense, because those people that we got, I mean, they getting rid of them. Of course, because they really want to see their face. They don't want as Joe we just called them, those are the coons. They don't even want to see when the white supremacy goes full white. They don't want to even have the coons no more. Because they don't like your Black ass to begin with. They rather not have you as a coon, right? In Africa, there's so many Blacks, they got to deal with them. They rather take over the whole country like they're going to do in South Africa. Okay? But these Black people that were elected, they would never do anything for Black people. So what she's talking about, they were elected. And of course, they were eventually trying to get them out of having any kind of even a false semblance of representation. Because remember, these people were never representing Black people. They represented what? The cats with the hats. Because if you see, keep her up, Joby. Keep her up right there. Just keep that. I want you to go into Google right now. Okay. You're probably gonna try to hide it now. Now I want to say how many congressmen say just like this on Google. So how many Black Congress people, because you got men and women, say how many Black Congress people are sponsored by AIPAC? That's AIPAX. We know that's the cats with hats. So how many Black congressmen and Congress people are sponsored by AIPAC? And all of them are. That's why they always be talking this Jewish shit to your face. They don't say nothing about anybody Black. They're all puppets. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
From 2023 to 2024 election, AIPAC, American Israel Public Affairs Committee, endorsed and supported 26 members of the Congress Black Caucus.
Yeah? That's all of them. All of them. All of them. So what this lady's saying is garbage. Because they never been there to rep. That's why they'll never do that. That's why we're still getting shot in the street. Why the police haven't stopped killing us. Right? If we had those people in Congress don't represent us. So what she's saying is complete nonsense, right? She's the vote. They have been voting for these people. Who think put them in power? Black people. But black people are stupid, like her. I'm gonna call it because there's no more ignorance. You're stupid. Because no more about we're ignorant. No, it's not that you don't know. You don't want to know. Because black people have had Congress, right, since the 60s now, right? Since we got the fake voting right act, right? Right? Since we got that goofy shit, right? So, but nothing's changed for black people. Because black people being impoverished, we don't fund it. We don't fund our Congress people to go to Congress. The cats with the hats do. And they work for them. They don't work for us. Just like the fake NAACP. Doesn't work for us. Just like, remember, they got the African Union in Africa, right? Fake. We got an African Union here called the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. Wasn't created by no black people. Ain't run by no black people. Created by the cats with the hats, right? So her talking about that's why the vote is why it ain't changed that. That ain't changed anything. Because all they're doing is now is even if you go vote now, they've already changed the districts. We're not the what? We're not the majority population. So what they did is called gerrymandering. I'm gonna let Joby put up an image of gerrymandering because to show that see this is the set. I agree with Joe. We can't have no more stupid people like this lady. A lot of black American women have been stupid with this goofy democratic shit because most of the women who support the party are women, black women. Keep that party going. And they've always been used as a way to get power, but nothing ever given back to them. And it's time for black women to wake up now. Like everybody said, it's over for you being stupid, right? So.
Say gerrymandering?
No, gerrymandering, not Jerry Maguire. It's called gerrymandering. So you want to say, what is gerrymandering? So you say images of gerrymandering. It's going to
manipulation of the electoral district boundaries to give one party, group, or incumbent an unfair advantage, typically resulting in in a strangely shaped district.
Exactly.
By packing opposing voters into few districts or cracking them across.
Exactly. So what that means, Joby? Show images. Yeah, go to image. So what is showing you, Joby? So it's going to take your district, like a bunch of black people live together. It's going to cut up that district and add a bunch of white people to those districts. Instead of making it a black district where you can vote a black person in, they're going to cut the district in certain where you live at in a certain way where it's going to be majority white. Wow. They're going to break up the majority black district into like 4 different pieces. Let's say you got one big majority black district, Joby, right? So now I'm gonna cut it up and have those attached to other 4 white districts where the white people are the majority. So you're never gonna get any black representation. Nobody black gonna be voting. If you vote, you're never gonna win because all those districts are majority white. No matter how much you vote.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they're doing. So they're racist as Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. See, it doesn't matter if something's legal, whether if it's just. Is it just? See, they don't believe in justice. See, that's why that's why I told you, it's African people, you can't comply with their fake laws. And this is international law set up by them. Always unjust. No justice. Because what they're doing this openly. The Supreme Court now said it's illegal for them to be racist and do this. And that's what they're doing in your face, right? They're openly racist. Say, we're not going to allow you black people to have a voice. So like we did in slavery, right? We came out of slavery, we had people in Congress, they stopped that. So now they're going back like they did before 1964 with us fighting in the streets. And we got the 65 civil rights law passed to change all this when President Johnson said, okay, I'm going to give these niggas this, and I'll have these niggas vote, like Joby showed you. When President Johnson, I'll have these niggas voting Democratic for the next 100 years. Well, the Democratic Party betrayed you because it's still racist. It's like the Republican Party's racist. So now you're not going to have any voice in Congress because they gerrymandered every state. Every state now. The Supreme Court, you can't go no higher than no other court. That's the highest court in the land. Say yes. And guess who's on the court? Handkerchief head, Clarence Thomas, black ass, who said yes, okay, until you got a coon. Black people have always got a bunch of coons, always. So you got Clarence Thomas on the Supreme Court voted yes for this. Voted yes because he got his white, ugly wife. Wife is ugly as hell. Ugly, most ugliest white women in the world, right? So, yeah, oh man, goddamn, like a science project going on. So, but his white, ugly wife said yes, these black people don't need to be able to vote, have any power. Now you can vote, but you won't have any power because they've already, like Joe be showing you, they gerrymandered your districts. So all the black areas where you live are going to be split up and put into white areas. So you won't have any majority black vote. See the scam? And they already started doing it in Georgia. They're already doing it in Florida. Florida right now. As soon as they sign that shit, Florida right now is already changing all the districts right now. That's why Jasmine Crockett of Texas, when we talk about Jasmine being the ghetto bro, yeah, I'm sassy, I'm ghetto, I'm tripping, I'm slipping, I'm sliding through the thing, like whack, whack, whack. Now that yeah, that's right. Remember she did all that old ghetto hood rat shit, right? Oh, what did you say, Joby?
I remember the video.
Yeah. So I'm saying, because she doing all that ghetto hood rat shit. Oh, but she's not doing that no more because what? They gerrymandered her ass, so she's not gonna be in Congress no more. They got rid of her district in Texas, outside of Dallas, and she comes from a very poor black area. It's called Oak Cliff. You guys know Oak Cliff? Oak Cliff sits on the southeastern side of the city of Dallas. I hate to say it, it's the impoverished side where the niggas at. It's impoverished. So they got rid of her district. They gerrymandered it, right? So she's gone. So I seen her on the video being all proper. I'm going to go into law now, figure out what law firm I'm going to go into and what I'm going to be doing, how's it's going to work. I'm going to figure it out. She wasn't talking on that ghetto shit no more. You know why? Ain't nobody going to hire her talking all that ghetto shit, right? Now she's all proper like Joby. Yes, her English is grade A now. Yes, I have to make sure that the kind of law I go into is going to be distinguished and representative. She's not talking about, I'm slipping, I'm sliding through the back. Pop, pop, pop. She done got rid of all that goofy shit. Go ahead, Joe. Go back to that lady.
Announcement, bitches.
Today's decision by this illegitimate Supreme Court majority strikes a blow.
And remember what Joby said. All these Negroes are fake. They're all bought and paid for by. It's not real. They don't represent black people. None of them. That's why none of them. These are not representatives of black people. Put that damn black lady saying you must vote. This is just black faces in high places, like in Africa. You got all these fake leaders. They don't represent African people, or Africa wouldn't be poor. Because how could you be poor in the richest continent? So these Negroes here, they don't represent us. Those are just Negroes. Those are black faces in high places. That's it. They don't represent us. Go ahead, Joe.
And is designed to undermine the ability of communities of color all across this country to elect their candidate.
Exactly. See, that's the first fake thing. People of color. See how he's not saying black people. Because we know what that color shit means, right? With that race, because we didn't get a chance to do that last because the damn power was out. With that, we're gonna show that racist ass cop today too, right? So her begging, right? See, they try to say the Latinos are with us, are racist as shit. But see, because they got to it because their Jewish handlers got them saying this fake ass black and brown coalition. That's why these motherfuckers don't represent us, and they're despicable. What people of color are you talking about? He's not talking about black people, older people, who the Hispanics who hate us and are racist against us. That's what you're talking about. As if there's some black. Remember the NAACP, the fake black organization, was pushing this black and brown coalition shit that never existed. The goddamn Latinos and Hispanics are just as racist as the white people against us. if not more. And shout out to them coming on TikTok, say, yes, we are. We've been through that. I grew up in California. And I told y'all years ago, like I told 10 Speed, because they wasn't in Chicago. They're in Chicago now. But back when I was a kid, wasn't a bunch of Hispanics in no damn Chicago like they are now. And the races there too, right? They were only usually in the Southwest where I lived, at California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. I grew up around them. I'm telling you, the motherfuckers are racist. I don't know anybody try to tell me no lies. I grew up with these people. Crazy? Racist and shit. Openly racist too, yeah. Even though I like the food, you better watch out who's making your taco. You turn your back, they didn't spit in that shit. Go ahead, Joey.
Of choice. But we're not here to step back. We're here to fight back.
Yes.
Now, when this decision came out earlier today, it's an unacceptable decision, but not an unexpected decision. Because this isn't even really the Roberts Court.
Have any of these people gone? Imagine all these fake black people. Yeah. See, this is all theater. It's all fake. Have they come out and spoke against Israel, against this illegal Iran war? No. All these handkerchiefs. This is what Malcolm X aptly called them. These are the handkerchief head niggas. These are handkerchief head niggas, right? They're all fake. Because none of them have went against Israel in that legal war against Iran. None of them. None of them. So they're not about any justice. They're all fake. It's all the same African shit you see. They've done the cats with the hats have done this globally with these niggas. They got no parts. The same crackpot shit. Talking about these are leaders. See, that lady get caught up in colors. You say, oh, we must vote for what? All these fake leaders you've seen, Joe, but it showed you all of them are sponsored by AIPAC. All of them. And the ones that wasn't, they got what? Eliminated. That was Cory Booker and the other dude up in New York. They eliminated their ass. Get their ass out of here. You ain't buying the It's Not Real, you'll get your ass out of here. It was that lady from Missouri, I think she's from St. Louis, Cory Bush or Cory Booker, Cory something, whatever name. And the other dude from New York, they both got thrown out of office last year because they didn't bow down to Israel. And none of these niggas here, right? None of these fake, supposedly solidarity black that part of Congress ever came to their defense. None of them. Not him and none of these other boot-licking, handkerchief head, buck dancing Negroes. None of them. To understand this, they don't represent it. They're not going to fight for a goddamn thing. See, they're worried now because now all these niggas are about to get thrown out of office. All of them. They're all going to have to go. They're all going to be thrown out. And what they done for black people? Nothing. Go ahead, Joby.
And what we would expect from the Trump court is an effort to continue their scheme to suppress the vote and rig the midterm elections and beyond. Because these extremists have failed America in every possible way. They failed on the economy. They failed on healthcare.
You see how they like talking back and forth? That they're fighting Trump when they're all paid by the same Jews? So this is fake? Barack Obama was talking this healthcare shit 20 years ago, and we still ain't got it today. Ain't none of them did anything about it. It's been 20 years, and we're not going to get it because the Jays don't want to give. We supposed to die. See, everybody think America's got great healthcare. It does. You can't afford it. Can't nobody go do it because you can't afford it. Can't nobody use the shit. I got a friend right now dying of cancer. Called me, he's in the hospital. He's all fucked up. He's dying of throat cancer. He's going to be dead and stinking. They gave him 4 years to live. I don't think he's going to make it to 4. He's in the hospital because
You're the worst friend.
Toby's like my son said I'm the worst person. Because I say he's going to be dead and stinking? I just thought.
You're supposed to be nice. I'm
supposed to be nice. I told him 30 years ago. I say, man, you gotta stop.
You're gonna miss your friend? Like you're gonna miss your friend? Okay.
I'm gonna miss him. Like, what can I do? They gave him 4 years. I'm supposed to do that. Because I tell the truth, the man's not gonna miss nobody, Joey.
That is scary. Oh my God.
Joey sound like my son. Dad, you're so bad with people. You're so cruel. I don't think I'm being cruel. He's going. He said the doctors gave him 4 years to live, so he's going to be dead and stinking in 4 years. I don't think he's going to make it dead because he called me today just before the show. That Dan was on that car. Dan was on that car with me. He couldn't talk because he had a feeding tube. He can't eat. I can understand him. So Joey's gonna get real mad at me right now. I know Dan didn't know what was going on. Hey Dan, I hung up on his ass. I couldn't listen to that shit. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. So I hung up. I'm not talking about Dan was on that. I know you're thinking, Dan, what happened to the phone? I hung that shit up. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. He on there. I said, what? I said, you okay? They gonna take you back for treatment. I gotta. And see, Dan's like, yeah. Dan was all shocked. Dan was like, oh my god. I was like, well, they could be dead soon. He's like, oh. I can't talk. I got a feeding tube.
Please don't have me as your friend. You see, this is the type of a friend you get.
Okay. Oh, so it matters that I say stuff, but that I don't help you. Everybody I help though, so it don't matter what I do, Joey. It only matters what I say. What about things I've done?
That's your friend. He's dying, so.
Yeah. What can I do? What can I do? He's dying. What am I supposed to do? I can't ignore the truth that he's gonna be dead and stinking.
As it relates to this reckless and costly war of choice, the extremists have completely and totally failed America.
That's right.
So they've concluded, aided and abetted by the Trump court, that they have to cheat to win.
And y'all still fucking with niggas about motherfucking vote. Y'all don't think y'all done fuck with us enough, bro?
But that goofy vote, exactly.
It's too bad. Y'all ain't got shit else to do but still fuck with niggas.
Pause it. See, I don't know everybody so. See, I want you to see how black people are stupid. I told you, times change, they don't. You believed in all that. Oh, and that's why you're laying up with them. Times have changed. Oh, that's way. But like Joby said, that was a long time ago. We was racist. Long time ago. That's when my mama was alive. My mama was a teenager. That was a long time ago. Oh, that was a long time ago, Joby. Long time ago. It's okay. You motherfuckers always get fooled. Times change. They don't. Why do you think they're flooding back into South Africa right now? They're flooding in right now. It's going to be a war down there. They take it back over. Times change. They don't. So they're not coming there. South Africa be nobody's buddy. They're coming back. Okay, now, for 30 years, we fooled these goofy bastards. They went around talking about a rainbow generation and all this old crazy shit. Nah, ain't no rainbow nothing. You're going to hit these motherfuckers in the mouth. Get ready to take this country back. But that's what they're doing to us, right? That's what they're doing. So I wasn't surprised when they said, okay, it's legal now for you Negroes not to be able to vote. I wasn't surprised. Now they're gonna make it illegal when you go to certain apartments. They're rolling back Jim Crow guys. I love it. I told you. Keith, you're crazy. Keith is an extremist. Keith always talking. Things have changed, Keith. Eat my goofy sons. Eat my goofy kids. Eat my goofy kids. I'm trying to tell my goofy kids this. Dad, you're living in the past. Things have changed. When you know you're bad, you can't teach your kids. Okay, you goofy motherfuckers. I'm always the only one to, okay. You know, I'm an extremist. I'm okay, cool. Now they're putting it in your face. Go ahead, let them play, Joe. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Don't y'all think y'all done fuck with us enough, bro?
No.
Don't y'all think y'all done caused enough motherfucking harm? Why don't y'all why can't y'all leave us the fuck alone?
Because they never will. Black on bottom, white on top.
Motherfucking 26, and y'all still playing motherfucking games about black people motherfucking voting, bro. At
that, they now said you can't live in certain places. They now say you can do open discrimination. They're taking you back to Jim Crow. I'm gonna show you what dance. We're gonna show you that now if you're homeless because you can't get a job, remember all jobs are gone. See, remember they built their empires off of slavery. That is gonna make me do a whole show this weekend about this. They built up. Remember, white people came. See, their fake story. They come from poverty, stank, dirty, poverty, illiterate. They got wealthy off exploiting black people in Africa and taking them out of Africa. So they always want to go back to slavery or what we call feudalism. I told you that years ago. They're going to come back to feudalism openly. You know, you can't say that, Keith. White people change. They're good. They know Jesus. You niggas always want to tell me that they know Jesus. You give a fuck about the Jesus. They keep doing all this evil, wicked shit. You know why? Because they don't believe in the same hell you do. You wouldn't be doing this evil all the time if you believed in this make-believe hell you're talking about. They don't. You do. Everything they do is out of evil. It's always, it's open evil. And they'll tell you about some Jesus in your face. But got my face talking that Jesus shit to me. Go ahead, Joe.
Niggas still dealing with this shit.
Question is,
y'all hate us so much, bro?
Question, they hate that's black people globally. That's black people globally. The question is, do you got the same fight as your mama and grandma? I don't think black people. I don't think you're the same people. I think you're too soft. Most of you damn sure too damn dumb. They dumbed us down, right? After the '60s, most of you motherfuckers are morons. See, your grandmothers, at least in them, they were really smart. Your mama was smart. Now you got a bunch of morons who don't even, like Joey said, understand history. He's crying. Why you hate us like this? Why? They ain't never stop hating your old nigga ass. They never stop hating you. You would lull to sleep thinking, oh, they like us. Oh, I'm dating their women. You know, and shout out to somebody said what I said, honestly. It's still a black man. You've been the most, even though you try to show on the internet, there's mostly been the black woman that's been more traitors. No, it's been the black man that's been more traitors. Going outside the race and laying with these goddamn white devils. Been the black man, not the black woman. And I said that. The majority's always been the black man going outside the race. Always. Always. That's why these passport bros going around the world looking for non-black coochie and then fucking up black people's names. Yeah, they were looking for black women. They're looking for non-black women. That's what they were doing, then getting turned down because you're the poorest. Because you're black, you think because you got dollars, you got more money now, then you go to these other white countries, you're still black. And you're still seen as the lowest people in society because you got no power. So you sure know with your dollar bills not gonna make them want to just drop their panties for you. You mad because you couldn't get black women here in the United States. Oh, I'm gonna go to these countries and get me another woman, and they're gonna drop their panties when they see my dollar. And that ain't working out for you, huh? They kidnapping you niggas, stealing your money, or doing what they doing. They do a lot of shit that Joby does because they like you, steal your money, and then block your ass.
Every time. Come correct.
Crazy motherfucking people. Is it jealous? What the fuck is it?
You know, so you don't even know what it is.
Fuck with y'all like this, bro.
No, exactly. Why
the fuck y'all so scared of us?
Because they can't compete with us on the evil playing field.
Y'all still fucking with black people, man.
Yeah, they ain't stopped. You just think they did.
Else to motherfucking do, bro.
No, ain't nothing to do. Yeah. We say Joey.
It's crazy because it's like they never have anything to do but just be bothered by seeing a black person. That shit.
Yes, Joey. Yes. Man.
You just see a black person like, okay, let me waste my time right here. I'm a poor.
Yes. Why you think they? Okay, Joe, that's right. Why you think they openly in Mombasa trying to stop Kenyans from going to their own beach? It's white people. Because they're always doing it, Joby. Always.
You're gonna get beat up. You've seen how. I'm sorry, your time is over. Go try another country. I feel sorry, or maybe maybe not, sorry, not how the Israelites are moving, of course, in Kenya. Because, man, you think you're going to bring your white privilege here. We know who the F we're dealing with. That's the difference. We know at least some of the history, a little bit of history. We're not South Africans, you know. We're not gonna allow you to build a whole white town and tell us you can't come here. They tried that in Kisumu with China Square, and the whole Kisumu men woke up and told them, "Try. We're gonna burn this shit down. You try."
Wow. Good for them.
Yeah, they told them, try tell another person they can't come here. You're gonna tell us, why did you open it right here? You are in our
Exactly.
town.
You're in
Go back
Africa.
to China if you don't want us to come in. Go back.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly. Exactly.
It take a nasty motherfucker, boy, to still in 2026 to still be fucking with us. That's a different level of motherfucking nasty.
Crazy.
They say this is about legal standards, but if you zoom out, it looks a lot like moving the goalpost again. So let's talk about this Supreme Court decision that happened today from a perspective that does not get centered enough. As a Black voter, Louisiana is about 1/3 Black, but for years had only one majority Black congressional district out of 6. So Black voters challenged that under the Voting Rights Act, saying their voting power was being diluted. The state eventually created a second majority Black district. And now this Supreme Court says that map went too far. So let me translate what that feels like. When there is only one district, that is called dilution. When you try to fix it with 2, now that is being called unconstitutional. So what exactly is the acceptable amount of representation? Because that line keeps moving. The court says race cannot be the dominant factor in drawing these maps, even when trying to correct discrimination. So legally, that sounds neutral, but in reality, race has always been a factor. It just was not benefiting Black voters before. And now the standard to prove discrimination just got harder. So this is not just about Louisiana. This is about whether the protections under the Voting Rights Act are being narrowed to the point where they barely work. Because if you cannot consider race enough to fix discrimination, but discrimination still exists, what exactly are you allowed to do?
I was done, but now I'm not done, bro. Do you know, think about how many people died just for the right to fucking vote. How many people got lynched? How many people got burned? How many people got...
They don't care. These people, man... I kind of feel, you know, the people don't know so much. They're kind of, you know, because when you know this much of these things, you just like, you can't understand the psychopathy you're dealing with. And this is real life. That's the crazy part. You know, this is real life. This is real life. Like we really live in these things. These things, I don't want to use vulgar words and all that, but we really live in this era. It's exactly the other guy just questioned. It's 2026. You look at how history, how they've been behaving till recently, and it's 2026. You expect maybe a bit of a change? Nah, it's like now. It's giving Michael Jackson that horror song. I don't know what it's called. Someone remind me in the comment section. The Michael Jackson song where the people come from the grave.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Exactly. It's giving that. It's like, yeah, we're back, bitches. Yeah. It's almost done. We're hunting you.
Exactly.
Shit.
Beaten. How many people got thrown in jail 38 fucking times just for the right to vote?
They already know
How many
that.
people had to sit in on restaurants and get food and cigarettes and cigarette smoke, all type of shit just for the right to vote. Just for us to be in this country in 2020. 2026, and to deal with 2 paragraphs. Two paragraphs was all it took to limit the rights of people of color and their right to vote. 6-3. And just to think, all the fucking loops that they had when they got the right to vote, they had to come up with take all these damn tests that was a loophole and had no true answer to it, and just to pass that test and still not be able to fucking vote for.
The governor of Louisiana called a state of emergency so he can cancel an election that is already underway after the Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act. Louisiana has its primaries on May 16th, but mail-in ballots have already started to come in and early voting starts on Saturday. However, after the Supreme Court ruled on Louisiana's case that creating a second black district was somehow unconstitutional, even though the district was created because without it, they were violating.
Exactly. It was unequal. So they're telling you openly it's not going to be equal. See, anything equal for them, when you get justice equal, they call it injustice because you're supposed to be on the bottom. You get it? It's crazy.
The Voting Rights Act. After the ruling, the governor of Louisiana called a state of emergency so they can redraw a more GOP-friendly map, even though the Supreme Court's ruling has not been formally certified. And black voters have filed their opposition, asking the court to pause the ruling pending the 2026 midterm. The governor of Louisiana has decided to move ahead with his emergency stop on the House election. Even though they paused House elections, Louisiana still has a U.S. Senate race, constitutional amendments, and local items on ballots. And to cause more confusion, the governor is saying that the House races will remain on voters' ballots, but any votes cast in those races
that shit immediately. See, they changed that racist shit immediately. So the governors in all these states moving immediately. It hasn't been ratified yet. Immediately goes right back to racism. Immediately. No.
will not be counted, and that the House elections in Louisiana might be postponed until July 15 or such a time as determined by the legislature. I'm sure they're going to take their time to make sure that when they break up that second black district, they do it in a way where white supremacists stay in power. They are robbing black voters of their choice. It is unprecedented to do this when an election is already underway. Like people have said before, if voting doesn't count, if your vote doesn't matter, why are they working so hard to steal it? Republicans in Louisiana have canceled an election because they have an opportunity to steal black votes. Share this story because not a lot of people are seeing these sneaky tactics that Republicans are using, especially after the Supreme Court's ruling to disenfranchise more black and brown people. This is still a developing story, so I'll bring information as it comes in. Remember to follow for more.
Do me a favor, Joby. Do me a favor real quick. They talking about this brown bullshit they're talking about. I want you to type in TikTok. I want you to say, Houston police.
I just got back from Kenya.
Say Houston Latino police goes on a racist rant. R-A-N-T. Houston Latino police. This is what we were going to do last Wednesday, but the light was on. Power was off, or whatever the hell happened after that. Thursday we're going to do. Say, if you talk about this fake black and brown coalition that don't exist. And Latinos classify themselves as white guys. So,
I saw this.
So she's being the police, and you got a lot of white people being wicked. She just said the truth. Nobody likes you niggas, blah blah. And she showed that. See, they're openly telling they should be able to hurt you and harm you while you're in the process of their duties. It shouldn't be racist till you kill you and treat you poorly because you're black. And so, but shout out to the Houston black people got ass fired, got out there. Those same guys also, if you guys ever seen it, had to shut down one of these fucking embassies. Hey, you motherfucking immigrant, these Indian niggas, we not black Africans from Africa, right? You fuck around with us, we're gonna shut you down. Okay? because they denied this young boy to come inside the gas station and use the bathroom. They made this boy go outside around the back and shit outside. So the black Houston people that lived there went up there and shut down the goddamn gas stations and got that Indian. He ain't fired. They always got the same family members working with them. So he got fired. You better move him to the next gas station you own. But go to the one where she talking. We'll go to the other Houston one too. Go ahead.
I will always and forever say that I fuck the amount of times that
I understand. She's the police officer in Houston. Now they got to go back and check all her cases because all based on racism. But all of them are racist. See, and shout out to the white people telling her ass. See, white people told you, bitch. They say you're not white. We don't care what the fuck you do with niggas. We're still not going to accept you. See, this way the J's got black bitch about this black and brown. This bitch is brown. This fake black and brown coalition that does not exist nowhere. Because they don't put brown on their driver's license on the documents. They put white on there until white people say, nah, we're not going to play this game with you no more. You're not white. White people use them now for the racism and letting them allow them call themselves white when we all know they're not white. They're supposedly be the coloreds, the browns, right? It's supposed to be some black and brown coalition that never existed in history. Never. And so this is what you see. What kind of coalition is this? So listen to this filthy ass beast run her filthy ass mouth. And shout out to the goddamn fake ass, what's that hamburger head dude I was fighting years ago? Tim Scott, no good ass the African diaspora who's married to one of these weird looking motherfuckers, right? He tried to come out and say, oh, look at all these Hispanics, what they do. You married to one, stupid. People know it. And they called you, I told you, shut your mouth. Talking about black kids. You married to one of these fucking people. Trying to say how they are. Yeah, you and their family, you know they racist. Yeah, they're racist. Well, you married into their family. You married to their family because you got your self-respect. See, it's always you Negroes are mad because you can't get black coochie. The women don't like you. You're ugly. There's something wrong with you. So you must always go. You're always the same ones be talking crazy about black women because black women don't fuck with you. So now that you're going on with your Mexican woman, stay there. Don't try to come for this lady. She looks like your wife and your wife's people, who you said you know are openly racist. I grew up around these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, they're racist to black people openly. They don't even try to hide that shit. So go ahead, Joby.
Say that I fucking hate oh my god, I fucking hate like I hate y'all like you like I don't
Pause. Now you've never seen black people have no hate globally to nobody in the world. They all hate us guys. And I'm telling you why, because we're only human beings. These are all animals, fur, they're all low vibrational beings. You need to know on spiritual level, these are all people that the earth is trying to wipe out. You understand this? Earth is trying to get rid of these motherfuckers. That's why I get mad when I see you idolizing these, like, can't idolize these fucking people. Instead of letting the earth do what it needs to do. Earth is trying to wipe all these people out. Stop sharing your goddamn African genetics. Whether you're a black woman or a black man. Knock it off. Go ahead, Joby.
Well, like for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than the steel. Like, oh my god. Like, I was literally eating food with my friend.
Remember, she's an immigrant. See, I told you that's why we don't want all these immigrants coming up in it, because they got the same racism to their own black people in their countries. They got black people in their countries who they can't stand. And sad enough, most black people outside America never fought. So when you go to Colombia and all these places, you see the black people. It's all the racism is in your face. It's palpable. I've been these places, but unlike them and us, that's why they idolize us, because none of these Negroes in Brazil, Colombia, all these black, none of them stood up and fought. They all live in fucking fucked up, impoverished areas. None of them have done any damn fighting, right? They don't fight. They all stay in poverty. I mean, and you outside America, you're talking about that real poverty, Jack. That poverty that stings, like that's inhumane. You know, Colombia and Brazil, that's the inhumane poverty. Like, oh shit, no running water, Motherfucking kitchen be outside, all kind of crazy shit. Whoa, Jack, this is crazy. You're like, yeah, it's crazy. Go ahead, Joby.
Oh my god, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de fucking Dios, I had my fucking wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those like that little fucking small shit decided not to fucking steal my fucking wallet.
Listen, I want you guys listen to the coalition. Look how they love us. Look how these Hispanics love black people. Look into the, you seen that fake ass politician Joby show? Our black and colored people. They're talking about these motherfuckers who hate black people to their bones. And everybody knows I'm telling the fucking truth. But see, politically, they got to run this con game on your ass. But they've been saying the black and brown or black and colored, all this shit. These motherfuckers don't walk with us, and these motherfuckers, it's war in the streets when these motherfuckers, it's on sight. I told you, I grew up around these racist bastards. You got your mind? Make your taco and spitting this shit in a second on your ass. So, you know, I did some kind of solidarity with these people. You out of your mind. But that's all these bootlicking handkerchief head niggas, I told you, they don't represent black people. They got to keep putting that fake solidarity shit out that doesn't exist. Have you voting for shit like that dumbass black girl Joby had? We got to vote for what? Vote for people that represent this hateful ass bitch here? Vote for people that represent this hateful motherfucker? They don't say nothing when they got people about no Latino and black coalition. They don't invite us to shit. Let's keep it 100 with these racist motherfuckers. And like I said, go to those comments, right? Go to all those comments because they all agreed with her ass. Majority of them agreed with her. See, that's the sad fact. They can tell the truth on social media and hide their face. They say, yeah, we all know they agree with this shit. You know, you had a few, well, she don't speak for all of us, but she speak for the majority of you motherfuckers.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Most of the comments are saying she ain't lying. She's amazing.
Exactly.
There's no freedom of speech. Someone also
Told
says
freedom of speech.
She's completely right. Someone also says, wow, you should have remembered you worked for the public. Okay.
The police department.
Everyone says she's the queen.
Told you. See, I ain't no joke. You gonna look at these things, see? And you talk about some black and brown coalition talk. It's a black and brown coalition. They are buddies. All this other kind of crazy shit. You sound crazy as cat shit. But you see, that's the hate. Go ahead, Joe. Let's go talk.
God, I would have grabbed my heel and like whoop the out of that nigga. But like whatever, right? But no or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say
To choke him. That's good as felt. Grab my nigga and choke him.
Goddamn, like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, "Come here, you fucking." And oh my god, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like it was just peace. Like I don't know. And then he was just like even I in my head I was like, damn, step pasaste, because I called him a dog. Like imagine if the downtown were there, they could have beaten my ass.
And you motherfuckers laying with this goddamn beast and talking about this is your buddy. You out of your fucking mind? The culture vultures for one thing. And I understand they're mad because remember they've been in the country and the country can't stand their ass. Ain't it funny? They let these motherfuckers in the country. See, the sad fact is that, see, American culture is black people, our culture. That's why you see the Iranians doing us. They're not doing these motherfuckers. Their culture sucks. Nobody's doing no Mexican music and put on their goopy ass fucking hats. See, the one thing about America, the culture, you know, the culture is us. Black American culture. Not them. So they never even been, so that's another thing. They never been acknowledged by the country. Country can't stand these motherfuckers. White people can't stand these motherfuckers. Everybody, the gardeners and the butlers and the maids and shit. They just want to replace us with them. Make them the new butlers, the new maids, the new slave class, right? And so since they think they want to be white so hard, and everybody tell you the truth, that's a fact about their culture. They want to be white so bad, so they know by trying to be white or accept as white, they must disrespect and abuse us That's how white supremacy works. You must abuse black people or keep them on the bottom, no matter what. And so I'm gonna jump and finish it. We're gonna have a white woman go to white woman. No matter what you do, lady, you can be mean to them, whatever. We still don't like you, motherfuckers. We still gonna have you as the maid too, and the people cleaning the grass too. You motherfuckers are not white. We're not gonna ever accept you as white. Remember, in all their driver's license and all their documents, these fucking brown people, supposed to be brown, always put white on their documents. Always. And they're not white. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, just call me a I was like, you're a I was like, oh my god, like, you're a and I called you a like, world peace and I was like, what are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my god, I don't know. This didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially. You're going to jail. I don't give a you're getting treated like a bunch of
Girl, you must have forgot where you work when you went online and said all this.
I hate like I hate y'all like you like I don't
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and
now she cried, please get my job back. No, there's no apologizing. No, bitch. No. So type this, Joby, in the TikTok search bar. Say black people ask for the removal of the Latino police officer in Houston. Black people ask for the removal of the Latino police officer in Houston. They say you ain't gonna get. They ain't gonna let you get a job in 7-Eleven. Wherever you go get a job, they're gonna say you better not hire. You better not hire a racist ass.
Yeah, apology. Then I switch to the other one.
Oh no! Do we gotta listen to an apology?
Oh, you don't want to listen to that? Okay, so okay, cool.
No, I was this coon.
Are y'all Hispanic cop making no racial remarks about black Americans?
No, not this FBA moron either. Go past this moron, this non-talking mama mouth nigga. There you go ahead.
Everyone in the city to say she's on administrative leave. They watch the same dirty lowdown video that the whole world has seen. And you mean to tell me you can do that and be put on administrative leave to where the taxpayers are still paying her salary? She should have been fired on the spot.
Fire her today! Fire her today! Fire her today!
You are going to fire her today. We are coming for her T-code license. If you don't fire her, then you leaving it open, saying that it's okay for that kind of behavior, and then she can go to another police agency.
Not in our city! Not in our city! Not in our city!
Yeah, remember they're transferred to another state or another city. They slick with their white supremacists. They're transferred to a whole nother state that you don't know nothing about, or they're transferred to a whole nother city. They might move her ass up to Dallas, over to Austin, get out of Houston, right? Move her up to Dallas, move over to Austin, let her start anew and shit, instead of firing her ass. But nah, they gonna track you, bitch. They gonna track your stinking ass. Go ahead.
Like, those are the cops globally. Even here in Kenya, I know that's the system. You kill and then you transfer to a different county.
Yeah. So, yep.
Let the leadership know at HPD that you're not going to go behind doing back alley deals. You're going to draw a line in the sand today. Because let's be clear, that badge that she had on her comes from us, the community. That's who it comes from. And so you would not use that badge to weaponize us. It's what you're not going to do. So with that being said, we are here to let them know that the community is watching, because this is how road cops are recycled.
This Latina LAPD officer said, if you want to hurt black Americans, hit them in the livers. Hit them in the liver. They got weak livers. Mind you, this is LAPD. And then she goes on with some more racial stereotypes, saying that black people drink grape soda and they eat watermelon in between basketball games. The audacity of this Latina with all the fruit stands.
That's where I'm from. I'm from LA. Openly racist. She's a police and lost at my hometown. Openly racist. He tells you hit a nigga in the liver. Punch him in the liver. Fuck him up. Yeah, it's LA. It's Los Angeles. Okay? Don't tell me they're not racist towards black people. Don't give me about no black and brown get down. That doesn't exist. There's no black and brown get down ever. Never existed, never will. So don't ever tell me about no black and Latino solidarity bullshit. They're racist because they want to be white. They're not white. Remember, they tell you La Raza. Let's date as white. See, they want to date white people and block out their brownness, right? It's called dating better races. Go ahead, Joby.
In California, especially LA. And these fruit stands are operated by undocumented Hispanics. They got watermelon heavy in those fruit stands. They have an additional 90 recordings they retrieved with more racial comments like this, even calling black people monkeys. For some strange reason,
you always know the main thing they go back to, man, you're black wherever you go. The funny thing is the monkey thing, but black people are the only ones that don't got the monkey genetics. The African can go to China, he's a monkey. They got black people go to all around Europe, they're the monkeys. You got these goofy Negroes playing that goofy soccer. They throw bananas on the field, calling them monkeys. We're called monkeys. But black people are the only people without monkey genetics. Those are the people with monkey genetics, not us. They got the monkey lips, they got the monkey hair, they got the flat booty like a monkey. It's fucking crazy.
Are obsessed with calling black people Chongas, monkeys. And to top it all off, they had an Asian sergeant that tried to cover up for them, Denny John. Over 50% of LA law enforcement is Hispanics, and not to mention they have deputy gangs, Hispanic deputy gangs that target black Americans. There should be a deep dive investigation.
I'm here to represent the Hispanic people. We do not support this kind of behavior. And this message is to all the Hispanics out there. Just because you hear the N-word being said and you get a pass, do not say that. This allows other Mexicans and other Hispanics proximity, and people like her are using it in the wrong context and in the wrong way, and this is not us. We are better than this. We have to be better than this. This is an example of what corruption, discrimination. Can we see what's happening?
And what's wrong with his fucking hand? They got a disabled ass Hispanic hand all fucked up. He all got dyslexia or some shit. What's wrong with this cat? He ain't got a regular one. That Joey read all them damn comments. They all agree with it. So the majority of the comments were agreeing with that Hispanic lady. So that is who they are. That's who they are. It's not who they not are. That's who they are. Yeah, we agree with her is. See, here we go, Dad. Gotta keep them going. See, this fucking moron here talking this stupid shit when he's married to one of them. Remember, he used to call black people wearing wigs, all these bitches with their hair hats. Remember this motherfucking fat ass moron here? So see, he's so shameless. He's trying to get money off of YouTube and TikTok in the algorithm because this is the big story. He's not telling you. Most people don't know that this dude's living with one of these folks. And he's been around these people that are racist as shit.
This is not even there. This is a 2025 one. I say this is
go ahead. Make it.
So we got an African brother, and he is a real brother. Them kind of brothers that we said that we would like to immigrate to America and be, join with black Americans. Them kind of brothers, right? Those brothers and sisters we welcome all day long. And that's one of the brothers that's going to be featured in this video. Now, this brother owns a construction company.
Exactly. Yes, Taco
And he's
Kids.
going to tell you the underhanded things.
Okay,
that
yeah, the Mexican dude. Okay, what he's saying, his Taco Kids, well, he's got Taco Kids, right? And his Taco wife goes to the black man who has a construction company. I remember he started one out there in Virginia. He hired Mexican. The Mexicans and told him to fire all the black people and hire nothing but Mexicans. Right? He said, wait, don't say I'm black too. Yeah, but you're not one of them. You're not black American. You're black African. We don't like you either, but we're going to use the divide and conquer because all you niggas are stupid. So you're not one of them. Hire us. Hire our people and fire the rest of these niggas. That's what they told him. I heard me laugh. He's on TikTok. He said, can you believe these people came to me? Told me fire the black people and hire their ass as if they're not racist to me too? Go ahead, Joe.
of the Latino males that tried to work in his company tried to do to Black Americans in the area, trying to get them out the job. I want you to hear what this brother had to say.
Who are working in my company. I'm a Black man. I own a company. I hire a Latino. The Latino comes back and complain about the African Americans because the Latino thinks because I'm African, I don't have any relationship with the African American. The Latino comes to me and tell me that
they're saying that
I think I remember
every Rasa person is exactly
What,
like
what happened? You got rid of it? What
No,
happened?
no,
You got rid, you cut it off?
it was short.
Oh, that was it. Okay, they cut. Yeah, why put videos you don't finish it? That's stupid. They put them up there.
The Houston police officer that was seen saying some things about the African American community. Now, Chad, these are some influencers right here that has some things to say to the Raza, saying that they were not their friends, not their allies. We have all of the details to tell you in this video.
We can just stop with the Ashley Gonzalez is not a representation of us, and she absolutely is. She is a representation of the Latino community.
Exactly. We all know.
So
we all know that by now. Unless you're stupid, unless you don't know that by now, she's a representative of who they are. So the idea that handicapped motherfucker came out there, she's not a representation of us. Oh. I don't know if they did get him on his medication or what. Motherfucker's off his medication. Get that motherfucker Hispanic back on his medication. He's shaking everywhere. Shit. He might just start spitting on my ass. But they are a representation of them. And we know that they are. If you travel your ass to Mexico, and all South American countries where they're at, the racism is in your face. Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, not so much. Chile, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Guatemala, El Salvador. Only one you're not gonna be bad is in Belize because there's a bunch of Black people that live in Belize. I think Blacks are the majority in Belize. But when you go to Mexico, like I said, Honduras, Guatemala, Honduras, in your face, palpable. And every time you go to the poor side of town, who are you going to see? See Black people. Everywhere you see poverty in these countries, and the racism is openly in your face. Openly. So the idea, it ain't funny. And all these motherfuckers all talking about they fake God. Why none of they fake gods ever taught them not to be racist? And all these people talking about their fake allies, their fake Jesus, their fake, all these fake gods. But none of their gods have said, hey, you think it'd be good to treat human beings like human beings and not be disrespectful and racist towards them? Nah, they never came up. Their God ain't never told them to treat people with kindness and goodness. That ain't never came up. It's always racism first. And it's just like this lady. She's not the anomaly. She is the norm. She's the norm with a no good, ugly looking ass. That lady ugly as hell. Right? And you got some goofy nigga fawning over, oh, it's my Latino baby. Like, oh, what? That thing? Good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck to you and your taco eating ass kids. so that's just the norm. But go ahead, Joby.
at the polls.
Y'all notice ain't no Mexican or Latino people ain't posted a goddamn thing about what that heifer did. Show me one.
No. They're now trying to say that the Raza is not allies of the Black community. They
Exactly.
said that nobody in the Raza community posted anything about what Ashley Gonzalez did.
Exactly. They're not our allies. Exactly. Exactly. There's no, but remember when we started the show with Joby and the goofy niggas in Congress talking about the Black and Brown coalition, the Black and Colored coalition, which is a fucking lie. And you got the Spanish guy tell you right there, we don't got no ally with you niggas. We never do. We can't stand you niggas. We don't ally with you monkeys. But you got the fake Black Congress, who the other Black girls say, oh, we need to vote for these handkerchief head niggas, who tell you we got fake coalitions with people that hate us. That's what she's telling you. We got fake coalition with people that hate us and do dirt and do damage to our communities and our people, who hate us with a certain vitriol you can't even fathom. Their hate, as a white, their hate goes deep. Because they're mad that they're not white. So they need to show that we're on a team. Everybody came to the black guy. Fire all these niggas and hire us. Fire all of them. And hire us openly to another black man. You can't imagine this. That's how crazy. It's the hatred. But they ain't black people ever. So they ain't black Americans because they ain't black people in their countries. They're black people in their countries. Go to their countries. The black people are impoverished, hated on, because that's who these people are. This is who and what they are. And you a group of niggas, some of you want to lay with this fucking thing. With a breath stinking like fucking mildew tacos. Old day taco sauce. Fuck wrong with you? Go ahead, Joe.
In the only one, chat, you guys could see the view count right there though, 329K. In the comment section, it was getting real crazy too. 40 people was standing up for both sides. This person said, we literally have no allies. It's cool though. Hey, that's just one person. We're not all like that. Now, chat, this is not about me. I was simply speaking for the raza. I'm not gonna get up in here and try to make you guys like us. Listen, bro, if you guys don't like the raza, bro, it's cool, bro. You guys don't have to like us.
It is a slap.
Yeah, he said something. He said choosing La Raza. He told you that. He told you there's no coalition with you motherfuckers. He's telling you. He's openly telling you that. Not like these fake handkerchief head politicians. Oh, they're trying to stop the black and the brown from voting. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you at all. Go ahead, Joe.
We got a call about trespassing.
I'm sorry?
Trespassing.
3 black men just filed a lawsuit against the NYPD. And
Gonzalez is a representative of a very real issue that exists within the Latino community, and that is anti-blackness. There is no denying that, respective to the history in Latino America, there has been a history of anti-blackness, and you can look at respective nations, whether it's Mexico, Argentina, look at the caste systems that were created.
I'm glad he showed you. I'm telling you, see, I ain't talking about America. I told you the countries in Latin America. I just named them for you. Colombia, Brazil, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Mexico. All of it racist as fuck down there. Okay? And he's just telling you, just reiterating what I just told you. He's just telling you that, yeah, they're racist from where they come from. Like I keep telling you, think it's just black people in America, black people global. They're black people in their countries, and see how they get treated where these motherfuckers come from. Like shit. But sadly enough, a lot of these black people in other countries, they're not like us. They're not built like us. They're too scared to fight. They're always too scared and cowardly. Always find, they always say, because black people are calm. I think a lot of black people are cowards. Yeah, black people are kind. Yeah, we get it. I think a lot of black people are cowards. That's my analysis when I've been around the world. Yeah, more black people are calm and loving. Yeah, I get that. But more black people are cowards. They'll stay in poverty and get talked to crazy instead of chopping a motherfucker's head off like you're supposed to. Go ahead, Joby.
And it was descendants of Africans, black people, that were always at the bottom of the social class. Told
you. And where I went, I've been all around South America. It's black. He just told you. And where you go, black is on the bottom. And I'm not telling what he's telling me. I see this with my own eyes. I see this with my own fucking eyes. So don't tell me don't believe my own lying eyes. Because I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. The racism is palpable. Palpable. So what he's saying is factual. The racism is palpable in your face. And black people do that with a grin and smile and shit. Motherfucker call you dirty nigga in your face. You smile, okay, what? I'm like, what? And I'm kind of scared because I'm in somebody else's country. I want to smack somebody in the mouth. Who are you talking to? They get your motherfucking mind right. Think you talking to? I can't do nothing. You want to defend yourself in this your country. I see, so I'm the foreigner. I don't even speak Spanish, shit. Lock my black ass up.
Organized by this pseudoscience of a racialized hierarchy. And part of that is because the Latino identity, it's inherently anti-black and it's anti-indigenous. It is an identity that is built on the erasure of those two groups and saying things like, oh, well, I don't claim them. Like, I'm very happy that you're not like that. However, I believe that you cannot accept an identity like the Latino identity without acknowledging both the good and the bad. And a lot of that bad is this normalized anti-blackness, that we see across all countries in Latin America.
That's
and these
right.
are ideas that
all
have
countries.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it. Anti-Blackness exists in our community. We know this. Anti-Blackness also exists within the Black community itself. All communities of color struggle with this. And the reason why is what we all have in common. We were all colonized and
By white
trained
people.
to have a mindset of you versus me for survival. But that ends with us. We need to lead with unity and not division. We have to be the change we want to see. We have to stop pointing the finger in both communities and make the decision.
Lady, you kick rocks. Black people are not upset. See, one thing about black people, we don't obsess about other people. We don't give a fuck what you do. We don't care how many tamales, how many tacos you eat. We don't give a fuck. So we don't got time to be racist against you people because we don't care. Everybody's always focusing on black people. Always. It's crazy. That's why it's called anti-blackness. There's no anti-Asian, no anti-Latino. It's always anti-blackness everywhere around the planet. We don't care about you people and what you do. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't focus on you people. You're insignificant. But we always live rent-free, as somebody told Joby years ago. We always live rent-free in your head. We live rent-free in your head. Shout out to Joby, didn't know what that meant back then, no, but we live rent-free in your head. Joby thought it meant actually paying rent. Hey, Joby. Good. Throw Joby in the bus a little bit.
Gonzalez, Houston police officer thing, and why it is definitely more of a reflection of the Latino community than you guys may like for it to be. The issue is when there's anti-blackness based in stereotypes, those stereotypes don't have merit at large, right? Like, people's disgust for black people is largely built off of a lie that white supremacy taught them.
White supremacy
Other
taught them.
POCs being anti-black, they're just believing the stereotypes that aren't real. However, black people at this moment, specifically in Texas, who feel like this is a reflection of the Latino community, we all just saw the polling results for the election. Literally, the majority of the Latino community voted along with white supremacy. So, is it right to reflect an entire community based off of this person? No. Is that based on some reality that black people have experienced at the hands of the Latino community over time? Yes. So you can be upset about it, or if it's not you individually as a member of the Latino community, you can understand that and side and ally with the fact that you know
Dude, would you shut up with this ally? They already know it's them and they accept it. They like it. That's why you read in the comments, they say, yeah, that's us. So what? We're racist. So you talking about you can accept it and don't want to agree with it and try to change it. They don't want to change it, you moron. They're telling you that's us. And we want to be racist against you niggas. And yeah, that's right. We agree with her. And they've already signed a petition saying to get this lady her job back. So that's how much they agree with her. So this shit you talking about is crazy talk. Always that United Nations shit you talking. Shut up.
I hate, like, I hate the amount of.
Tell him why he's under arrest.
Yeah, go to East LA and fuck with your own people.
Y'all touched by ICE right now. Y'all
Yep.
sellouts, Freemasons, all y'all sellouts.
And we the
niggas that got your back.
Yeah, go to East LA and mess with your fellow Mexicans, Hispanics over there.
That's why I wasn't upset when ICE getting rid of their ass. That's why I was happy when ICE was going in their community and rushing their ass and kicking their ass out of here. All these fucking Mexicans, get all of them out of here. That's what I told you. Ain't no solidarity with these motherfuckers. So when ICE was going in, kidnapping these motherfuckers, throwing their ass on a damn boat or plane and getting their ass out, I was like, damn right. Get all of them out of here. Get all these Hispanics out of here. Every last one of them. Get all of them out of here. Kick rocks and keep it pushing. Get all of them out. And you ain't no cry, oh, look what they did with the Latino baby. So what? Lock his ass up and get him out of it. See, Joe said I'm rough. That's right. When I say you're dead and stinking, you're dead and stinking. Knock their ass up, get him out of it. Ain't no crying for me with your baby. Oh, he came with your baby. Take your baby. Get on the plane, on the bus, but get your ass back across that fucking border. Get your ass back to Honduras and get in your poverty where you belong. Get in Honduras, fucking Guatemala, fucking El Salvador, Colombia, Chile, Panama, Costa Rica, wherever. But get your ass back over there. That's what you do. Don't have me being all sad.
Y'all still doing that shit.
Yeah, go mess with your own people. East LA, Hawaiian Gardens.
Go run it up on white boy.
Yeah, their bodies be fucked up.
Yeah, go harass your fellow Mexicans out there, East LA and shit. Go over there.
That's why we're not helping them.
That's why we're not helping them when it comes to ICE shit. Yep, that's why we're not helping these Mexicans or these Spanish when it comes to ICE shit. Yep.
Yep, that's right. When it comes to ICE, that's right. When it comes to ICE, I'm very saying, come to ICE and what y'all got exactly. When ICE come picking you up, and they picked a lot of you police motherfuckers too, took your ass out of there. That's right. ICE come to get you. We like, yeah, we clap. And I will agree with you. By the time they got bad. Their bodies be fucked up. Their bodies be built like a crate or some kind of bad pumpkin. These niggas be with these broads, and then when these Latino chicks turn 30, they built like a pumpkin. Like, damn, good luck with that. Getting there fucking a pumpkin.
Y'all doing that shit.
We didn't bought y'all food. We didn't step with y'all. We didn't step with y'all. We didn't call y'all cousins. And then y'all look at us because y'all want to be white people. Because y'all want to be white people.
We don't call them cousins. They want to be white people. Because white people don't accept them. They use them as a buffer. Same way they brought the Indians into Africa. It's the same relationship. Indians a little better. Indians became rich. These motherfuckers never become rich. The Indians in Africa became rich, right? That's why they brought them in as a buffer. They brought these Hispanics as a buffer. And that black guy, we treat you as brother. We don't fuck that brother shit. We know they're racist. They want to be white so bad, and white people don't accept their ass. They don't accept these fucking Hispanics. Can't stand these, but they use them as a buffer race. Good.
It's white.
Yeah, look how they treat their own people there in Mexico and shit. They treat them like trash over in Mexico too and shit.
Privilege. Privilege don't make you nothing. When you take that soul off, when you take that body off, you gotta go back to God.
What's y'all serial numbers? What's your serial number?
It means badge number, not a serial number.
What's your serial number? What's your serial number? Not the badge number.
What damn city does that say? Where's this at? What damn city is that on the car? Can you see the city, Joby?
No. On this car,
okay.
No.
Yeah, it says city on that bitch. No. Can't see it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it would say the city where they're at.
What's y'all serial number?
Right there. Stop right there. Can you see the city on that? Stop. What's the city?
I just see police, number car, and all that.
They don't say a city on there?
No, I can't see.
What? Wow.
What's y'all serial numbers?
She said city.
So this how these Mexican cops do and shit. That's why we now out there supporting that ICE shit.
Okay, it's LA. That's okay. It's LA. Okay, thanks. That's LA. So that's Los Angeles. Home, I can't tell. That's LA. That's LA PD right there. LA Police Department. Talking crazy. And remember, these are these Mexicans. They don't say LAPD on there? I can't tell. It's too small my thing.
No, I can't see that.
Okay.
Shit, they got that Mejo La Raza Blanco Mental shit over there, and they come over here with that shit. Go to East LA, Hawaiian Gardens, and harass your own people over there and shit.
Yep, East LA. Okay, it's LA.
Made no motherfucking sense over there.
It's LA. I said East LA.
What's your serial number? 4290. Hey, I know you ain't from this community. You probably from like Orange County Valley somewhere and shit. Name a serial number. Name a serial number.
All Hispanic now. All of
serial number.
Hispanic.
Name serial number.
And racist and racist as shit. These are people that policing in LA. Racist as fuck. Not just them. You got the whole city council been calling us niggas and monkeys. So the city government, along with these racist ass cops, whole cities now has racist administration. That's dangerous. That's some dangerous shit. Georgia.
You know I already gave it.
And remember, these are the buffer group. Morons. White people can't stand their ass. Hate these motherfuckers. Remember, white is white. White is on top. White supremacy comes first. They want to pretend like they're white. At least the Indians didn't even pretend like that. Indians want to be white too. They want to pretend, but at least the Indians say they were. These motherfuckers they put white. I'm gonna show. What is up, Joker, real quick? Go out and say Latinos. Say Latinos put white on their driver's license and other government papers. See, Latinos put white. So you got to classify your race. Put white on their driver's license and other paperwork. They do. See, but white people let them do that because they're a buffer class until they don't need, until they turn on their ass and get their ass up out of here. So you're not white.
This is an interesting topic because Mexicans were defined as white by treaty under the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo after the Mexican-American War, because at the time only Africans and white people could become citizens of the U.S. So this was just basically implied because the law only allowed those two groups, and Mexicans obviously were not defined as that. But because they were going to be given citizenship after the war, if they chose to remain on American soil, well, the newly won American soil at the time, instead of going back to Mexico or declaring themselves Mexican citizens, this was implied that they were white by treaty. Following this, there were legal battles. For example, in 1897,
this ain't got to do with no damn treaty. White people allowed you as a buffer group to classify yourself as white. You motherfuckers know you're not white, but you classify on all your documents white until white supremacy busts you in the mouth and knock you over your fucking head. So you ain't white. You don't pretend like you are. See, they do it for power. They'll play with you goofy Mexicans you goofy Hispanics for a little bit to use you against the other race, black Americans, black people globally, until they're tired of your ass. And then with no uncertain terms like white supremacy always does, they always come back and break their tools. Always come back for your ass and mind you. Why you got white on this document? You know you're not white, right? You know you're not white. Why is it white on here? You know you're not white, right? But I'm white. You know you're not white, right? You know that, right? Now, do you think you're fooling me or you're fooling yourself? Are you fooling me? Because you're not fooling me. You must be fooling yourself by believing that you're white. And you Hispanics do. You self-delude yourself and believing you're white till white supremacy knocks you in the fucking mouth. Go ahead, Joe.
Trying to get his citizenship in Texas, but he
I was filing for federal aid when I went to college. They made me check off white on the box as race.
They didn't make you check out white. See that? Look at him. You know he's not white. He don't look like no kind of white man. You know what they made? They don't make you do that. You Hispanics done that because you wanted to be white. You've done. They don't make you check out no fucking white because there's a box that says Hispanic. There's a box that says Hispanic. Nobody make you check white. You know when we check, nobody say, hey, you better check white. There's a Hispanic box that you motherfuckers never check. So he's telling you a lie. A college made him check white. So you know it's a lie. We've all been to college. We've all had that paperwork where we had the box that says race, black, Hispanic, or white. So don't no college make you check off shit. He checked out white because he thinks he's white. All right? This motherfucker darker than me. How about you white? Go ahead, Joe.
Right? Okay, of course I can tell you my ethnicity any day, but I had a hard time writing what my race was because there isn't one.
Yeah.
Like it's a mix, right? Like how do you explain all that DNA ancestry to people who are so easy and wanting to classify
You see how fake this is? See how fake? And we just don't know. We're so confused about what race we are. How you not? Then why you put white? You know you ain't fucking white. You ain't confused about that. See how fake they are, and this black girl just looking all fucking stupid with this crazy motherfucker. He's talking about, I just didn't know what race I was. Why'd you put white? You damn sure know you're not white. You know what a white person looks like? It ain't your ass. I'm just so confused. So I put white down. I didn't know I wasn't white. But you better take off Joby's glasses and put them on your own fucking head.
No,
looking at me.
It's a US
It's like why? Like
I am a bit of everything, which Some people classify
See.
as mestizo. Growing up in Florida,
See.
whenever we would have to take like a test,
Florida, I'm a bit of
like,
everything.
or whatever, if you're from
They put white.
it would always be like the same thing, like pick a box. And then it was
Yep.
so weird for me.
And that box said Hispanic.
Sometimes there was other,
See?
and I'll be like, can I just
put white? Go ahead.
brown?
I check other now. I do. I check other.
You want to know
They
why
know
our
they-
family
they all-
never gets out?
They all put white on that shit. So they don't never go no. Let me go ahead, Joe. Let's see what you say. Go ahead.
Because we have a wall to protect us.
What's the wall?
White
appearing Latino.
White appearing Latino.
doesn't have one? Don't worry, we got you.
Now, for a limited time, Avery is available
See,
to be
he
your
making fun. See, a white looking, he can be your wall, so he can stop with the racism because he's a white looking Hispanic. He says he can be your wall, stop the racism. He's our wall. He's our white looking Hispanic. That's funny. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, don't worry. I'll stand with you. I'll pretend to be your son. Got a court date? I'll walk
I
you
pretend-
out.
I
During
pretend to be
school
your son.
drop-off, swap your kids for me. I'll wave at
Wait.
the cross guard while yours sneaks in from the back.
And if you provide him with his favorite meal,
Arroz con gandules.
you will automatically get 15% discount. Together, we can make America safe again for everyone. A todos. Who has a wall to protect them. The wall initiative.
Sponsored by Generational Privilege.
And SPF
Right.
100.
Generational privilege. That's right.
Why do some, like-
Generational white privilege. Good. That's
Latinos want to be
funny.
white
Exactly.
so bad. This is a question that a
Yep.
lot of communities tend to ask about the Latinos. Now, while I don't have an answer for the full Latino community, I do have an answer for the Mexican community. Let's take it back to the 1500s when Hernán Cortés invaded Tenochtitlan, modern day Mexico. And something you need to understand is that it wasn't just Españoles getting off those boats, it was also African slaves. When Cortés and his men took over modern day Mexico, they implemented what is called the caste system. Have you ever heard the phrase mejora la raza? Yeah, it comes from that. Mejora la
That's a la
raza means
raza.
better the race. Better the race
Yep.
means marrying
Yep.
white. And that
White.
was implemented over 500 years ago. And yeah, sure,
White
it was
on
500 years
top,
ago. We
black
should
on the
get
bottom.
over it and stop being so colorist, classist, and racist. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the generations are trying to break this or have broken this
No,
type of mentality. Meanwhile,
they
we still
haven't.
have the
They
older
haven't.
generation.
They haven't. They have not. Your young generation haven't. Told you, white on top, black on the bottom. So I told you, she's on the truth. This caste system was taken globally by these savages who invaded. That black, no matter, everything can change except black on the bottom. That can never change. Get that? That's globally. See, you don't know that growing up in your little town, little city. You're like, you go, why the hell everybody hate me? What's going on? Why they hate black people? Because 500 years ago, when these savages came out of Europe, they created a caste system of white on top, all other races in the middle, and your black ass on the bottom globally. You ain't never taught that in no school. But when you travel a little bit, you see like, oh man, this shit is, everybody black all fucked up. You know, you ask the question when you're 21, 22, travel. Where I go, black people all fucked up. What's this about? Why is it going, black people all fucked up on the bottom? No matter where I go, see we're all impoverished and fucked up. Then you kind of know, like it's like Joby says about critical thinking. Your critical thinking said, there's a scheme that I haven't learned yet, but obviously this is how the world is structured for blacks to be on the bottom. Now, I don't know what it is yet. I'm 21. I don't know. I ain't been taught none of this shit yet. I'm only 21, 22. I don't know enough shit. But I do see black people fucked up everywhere. And that's not normal. If you got an equal society, you have an equal amount of winners and losers. But everywhere I go, black people are the losers. Everywhere I go, black people are the losers. So this is design. You know, I might can't define it back then, but I do have enough. I'm not a complete moron. I at least know what I'm looking at. I might can't define what I'm looking at, right? So I don't know the structure, how it was set up. I don't got enough information at 2021 to know. I just know black people fucked up wherever I go. And it's not an accident. It's not an anomaly. This is baked into the cake. Okay? About, oh, this is white people. These savages came out of Europe and set up this global pyramid scheme of white on top and black on the bottom. And when you start understanding power, right? Even the people that white people oppressed and kicked in the face, like the Indian, the Chinese, the Hispanic, turn them over literally and fuck them in the butthole, they still love them. Because people love what? Power. People respect power. People want to be closer to power. And so that's why they join the club and have anti-blackness again. That's because who are the less empowered people on the planet? And if you don't know, you better take Joey's glasses off and look in the face, because everybody up in here is black. All right? We got the less power. So people without power are always disrespected. Always looked down upon and treated, no matter how good you treat people. African people were the most loving, treat people with kindness and respect, and all that good shit you done. So what? Means absolutely nothing. Because you don't have any power. You have any power? So white people, wherever they go to treat people like guys, white people have raped, pillaged, murdered, stole, just all kind of heinous shit. But everywhere white people go, they're loved and they're what? Worship. You go to the Philippines, a white man goes everywhere. Every woman gives him his coochie. Every woman. Oh, you want my coochie, white daddy? You want my Filipino coochie? You want my Chinese coochie? You want my Japanese coochie? You want my African coochie? These are facts. If I'm lying, I'm flying. These are facts. Go around the world. See how the white man, every woman throws herself at the white man. You want my coochie, white daddy? Even though they know he didn't rape their people. He eaten them motherfuckers. He didn't rape them. He didn't sock them in the face, hit them in the head. All that good shit that the women always say, you want my coochie, white daddy? Can I get a white baby with you? Because of power. These are the comments, Joby.
As we wind up, shout out to Jason, shout out to Indigenous King. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Danny Harrison, I see we have Chris Clark, Jason, we have Judge Guy, shout out to Sail the Seas, shout out to everyone with us, 10 Speed and Sunken Wanja, Mosquito, and to everyone maybe I've not mentioned. I see 41 of you, kindly subscribe in case you're here for the first time, and welcome to Black.
Go subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, I see we had Indigenous King earlier saying, I believe it's the reptilian that are responsible for creating the Pickerwoods. They are the same entities responsible for creating this religion too.
Of course, could be. I can't say yeah or nay. We know the reptilians are real. They keep saying not, they're real. But we know all these other people are created. We know that. Sadly, we know this. Sounds everybody on TikTok tell the truth, find the Bigfoot. They say, you know, white people got Bigfoot genetics. Yeah, they found the Bigfoot. We already knew this. They got the genetics of a Bigfoot. And they knew that's a Neanderthal. Yeah, I told you a Bigfoot is a fucking Neanderthal. And who all in the world got Neanderthal genes? Everybody but black people. Yeah, they love white zaddies, you know. Where's my white zaddy? Zaddy.
This guy says black and brown always gets down coalition. Jason says I would feel out of bounds playing with a humanized animal woman. Me too. And
Me too.
As always, I catch the end of the show. You tried today, at least an hour early. Or before, literally. Sail the Sea says she was a Marine for years. The first time I saw Latino books and military, they always hang out with black military because Caucasian doesn't look at them white.
That's a mess with them, exactly. I know that too. I knew they were racist because like from Camp Right, I was in the Marine Corps, they hang out with us because white people didn't fuck with it because they know, you guys been in the military is racist, right? But they didn't fuck. They get all these Hispanics that they loved. White people openly thought we don't fuck with you people in the military. So they also us being black and loving all the time. They always come around us and be in our spaces. But I knew they was always full of shit, right? I knew they were full of shit. So because white people in the military can be openly racist. I love it. They knew we're not fucking with you people of the buffer race. Get on over there. Jazz over with them niggas. Go ahead, Joey.
10 Speed also says, no offense, but Black Americans are the only real fighters to the white meat beat down.
I will say most would say the Kenyans were fighters. You got to go back to Kenyan history. The Kenyans not so much now because they didn't teach the history. The Kenyans fought the white people savagely. I love it. You go back and get Kenyan history, which is beautiful. Most Kenyans don't even know it. This is how raw the Kenyans were. Before we got it, let me say before we got it, Kenyans, when the Kenyans were fighting white people, were still in their land. The Kenyans told other Kenyans, like it's supposed to say, listen here, we're gonna tell you what we're doing. We're gonna kill these white people. Now, you know, and black people are always scared. What? So yeah, we're gonna kill these white people who came and invaded our lands. We're gonna kill them. So they would ask them, they say, what are you willing to die for? You willing to die for your black people? And so because they were doing tests on the other Kenyans. So you want to die? He said, well, I may be. Well, we want to know, are you willing to kill? Die. The Kenyans, they want to know you willing to kill. You willing to kill? Not die. We don't want you to die. We need you to kill. Are you willing to kill? And then before they let them go, the Kenyans would say this. Say, well, we taught you everything we're going to do. Do you want to join? And so they would listen to the guy say, well, I don't know. They said, listen, do you want to join? Because if they didn't join, the Kenyans would let them know they're going to kill you. Because we can't let you out there running the mouth. They're going to put a bullet in your head and throw you in a ditch. So go back and research the Kenyan. They don't ever want to tell you, show it. Go back and research because even the Kenyans don't even know how brutal it was. That's the sad fact that kept away from them when they put these puppets in show. Go back and research the Kenyan Revolution. It was brutal warfare. They would kill. They were like us. They were going in white people's homes in Kenya, killing their ass, dragging them out in the street, shooting their ass. That's what's got to be done. But see, they made sure that the Kenyans don't even know their own history no more. They put a puppet in there with the jumble and never wrote none of those books. So I will say the Kenyans. That's why I remember. If you remember the Black Panthers were inspired by the Kenyans, the Mau Mau. So you got to go back and understand our history, how the Black Panthers were reading up on the Mau Mau back then, and their fight against the white people who were taking over Kenya, the British. That's why you had the Black Panthers speaking Swahili. The Black Panthers were speaking Swahili when they first got created with Huey Newton and the other guy, Huey Newton, Eldridge Cleaver, and Bobby Seale. Right? Why would they learn Swahili in America? They learned it because they were studying what the Kenyans were doing, fighting, which was vicious and brutal. That's why the Kenyans today don't even celebrate the Mau Mau. None of these wicked ass puppets have ever celebrated the Mau Maus. That's the only reason why Kenya got any fake independence, because the Africans in Kenya fought brutally. That's why they were cutting off their dicks, putting them in their mouths, and all this other shit these white people were doing. And the African Kenyans, most of the Kenyans don't know none of this. Yeah, they think that the white man, they're almost as bad as the South Africans. They know it was some kind of fight, but they don't know how vicious the fight was. I think the white man just eventually said, that queen lady came and became queen in Kenya, and they all became good and said, we're going to let Kenya be free. What? No, Kenyans fought in the streets, fought stealing people out of homes. So, go ahead, Joe. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, and we still have the spirit of fighting. But literally, as we wind up, shout to John Mosquito, who was also saying, their hair is not even straight. That is the Spanish people, the Spanish, if I'm pronouncing it. And they're so ashamed that their hair is curly, so they always have to comb it out straight. And also says the caste system is their religion globally, and it's a belief system. Black people still don't understand that. And 10 Speed says, I remember the big cheese talk on how the Hispanic helped the white in the penitentiary to fight against.
In the penitentiary against blacks. So if you go to jail, you guys in one of the cities like a state like Texas or California, you got that big big Hispanic population. You own a few black people now like you got in California, because most of us left. You getting fucked up, and prison Mexicans gonna fuck you up, because he's right. You're not allowed to be in the same cell with them. Remember? I'm going to Joey show this tomorrow. There's a thing in the cell. I know it's in California. They're not allowed to get in the cell with you at all. The Mexicans are not allowed to get because the other Mexicans are killed. You don't get in the cell with no monkey. That's what they tell them. You're not allowed to get in another cell with a monkey, somebody black, or they're gonna kill you. So it's the hate. Remember, they team up with the white guys. They team up with the white supremacists in prison. That's a fact. So the idea you got some black and brown coalition, that's a lie. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, that's why we come to the end of our show today. Have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your day. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've learned something. Hope you've subscribed. If you want to catch more of these conversations, we're here every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So ensure you download our app to catch up with maybe the previous conversation that you might miss.
Yeah, all the shows are on the if you guys want to look at all the shows, the new shows, they're on your app. Go to blackeyefire.network.com or go to Google Play Store if you have an Android phone and download the free app Black Eye Fire Network, right? You gotta go to your Google search or Apple search, whatever you got, you get us there, or just go to Google Play Store and download the free app.
Exactly.
And all the latest
Amazon TV and Roku TV.
Oh yeah, all your TV. If you got who don't got a streaming TV today? You know, if you got a streaming TV, whichever one you got an Android, you got an Apple, you got an Amazon, and you got a Roku. Any one of those, go to your streaming site, type in Black Eye Fire, and download. You got the radio station and our TV channel, and you can see Joby's lovely face talking crazy. I got a sock in her mouth like she's South African. I got to, what they say, what's the word I got to do? I got to treat Joby as a goody. Get your goody ass out of here.
I forgot about that query.
I got to smack Joby in the mouth. Get your goody ass out of here. Call the police, see what happens.
Yeah, miss me the query in South Africa. I'm good with the rest of the queries, but have yourselves a beautiful day, family. Have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your day, and see you tomorrow.
Smart TV. You ain't got some smart TV, General Mosquito. You said about smart TV. You got a smart TV, guys. You got an Android, an Apple, a Roku. Let's say Apple, Roku, or Android. Android, Apple, Roku, Amazon. And so you can't miss it. We're global. Whatever smart TV you got, just download Black Eye Fire. Boom, we're there. Radio station and the TV station.
Yeah, much love, family. See you
much
tomorrow.
love, family.
Peace, and we're out.
Peace, and we're out.